The problem is I can't open this door. I can't even unlock it from the inside. So inside outside doesn't work. My actuator, I guess, is not working. This one, and I can't even unlock it by hand. Can't do anything. Nothing works. So I need to remove this door panel and see what's going on. So let's start. I'm gonna remove this seat, and then I will check what's wrong with the door here. Right, if you're removing the seats, this is what you need to do. And it's kind of pain. See the hole there? There's a tab. Push it in. There'll be a tab on the other side. Push that in as well, and try to pull this thing, this cover off, and it comes off like that. Now this cover would be attached below here, so you need to take care of that. It's kind of easy, but a little bit tricky, so try that. Alright, now to remove the seat, you need to remove these nuts here, no, the bolts here, and remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty, so you need to turn it to left or counterclockwise to remove these bolts. And I'm using, what is that, this number 12, yeah, this number 12 socket to do that, and you can do the same. Alright, now to remove the seat, fold it forward like that, and then see this black thing here, just pull it up, it unlocks, and then push it, oops, okay, like that, see, it opens. Now you can see you need to remove this particular cover here, and that will show the bolt here. There'll be one more bolt here and two more in the front. So let's remove these first. To remove this cover, just pull it from the side, from this side, just pull it out, and then it should come off, and then kind of push it in to remove from that side and just pull it. It's not difficult, just you have to try it a little bit. Alright, let me remove the bolt now. Alright, to do this I'm using this 12mm socket, and it would be kind of hard because I never removed it, so you need to use some force to open it first, and then it's easy to remove. So let me loosen it first. I need to put the camera down. Alright, once you remove these four bolts, you can remove the seat. Remember, see, that's the seat here. The seat is pretty heavy, so take care and make sure you don't scratch any of these because you're removing the metal items. Make sure you don't scratch the door, the panels, or don't tear this carpet. Alright, so I have already removed this seat here, and now I'm going to remove this panel, this door panel right here. And as you know, my actuator, I guess, is not working, this one, and I can't even unlock it by hand, can't do anything, nothing works. So I need to remove this door panel and see what's going on. This door panel right here. And as you know, my actuator, I guess, is not working, this one, and I can't even unlock it by hand, can't do anything, nothing works. So I need to remove this door panel. So let's start. Alright, to do this, there are a few screws that you need to remove. Those screws are hidden, like there's one screw behind this particular piece of plastic. So to remove this, you need some tools like these or some flathead screwdriver like that, and remove, just put the screwdriver in there and remove this part. That's one. Then remove this thing here. Now I believe this doesn't completely gets removed, but it shows the screws. And then there's one here, if you can see that one there, this one, there's a screw there, and then remove that, this, and this is pretty easy to remove, and it will show the screws underneath. And then you remove this trim here, you pry it from this side and just pull it out and do it nicely so that you won't break it. So let me start and remove this. Alright, so I just pulled this out and you see those two screws. Now let's try this side. Alright, so I removed this, it doesn't come off completely. Then this, and then the small plastic piece there, and you see the screw. Now let me remove all these screws. Now be gentle when you remove these panels, or not panels, or whatever, these plastic pieces, because you might scratch them. That would look bad when you put that back in, or you might even break them, which is bigger pain. So take care with this one as well, you don't want to break it. So let me remove the screws now. Alright, so after removing these screws, you need to remove this screw here. Now it's kind of hard to see from this angle, and normally it would be easy to see because you would have this door open and then you can access all these screws. But because my door doesn't open, it's kind of headache. So I need to go from this side and remove it. It's kind of inside, so see how deep this thing goes. It's like there. So let me remove that. Okay, once you remove this screw, it looks like this. Okay, looks like this. That's a big one, so keep it aside. I need to remove the screw here underneath. It's a bigger headache because I don't have easy access to that, but if you have door open, it would be pretty easy. So I'll remove that screw now. Alright, so I removed this screw, so that's how it looks. It's pretty similar sized as the one here, but still when you put back, just put this one here and the one that you removed before here. Don't switch them, just because this has been here for quite some years, so let it be here. Now I'm gonna remove these two. No, there's one here, one screw here. Alright, so that's the screw from here. It's kind of small one, so keep that aside. Now we're gonna remove this part here. Alright, so you remove this from here like that. Well, so here are those two clips or fasteners or whatever they call it, that go here. Now before you do anything, make sure, before you remove this panel, make sure this window is up. That's very important, otherwise you'll damage the glass, which is not what you want. Now I need to start prying off the fasteners. You'll have a bunch of them, I guess 2 here, 2, 3 here, 2, 3 here. And once you do that, you lift this panel up, this inner door trim or door panel up, and remove it from here because it will be stuck in the groove there. You need to remove that. Once you remove that, you need to remove this one. This would be attached to the door panel by some clips. You need to remove those clips, otherwise this will pull the cables and might break the cables or something. So once you remove this panel, make sure you remove this. And unfortunately in my case, I can't even reach the edge of the door panel because it's inside. Let me show you. So it's inside this groove here, and my tools can't reach there. This rubber seal is in the way. I think I need to remove the seal first, but again, even if I do that, there will be a problem here because it would be hard to put tools in here, so I might have to remove this somehow, and that's a tricky thing. Let me try a few things and open this door panel. So what I did, I removed the door seal here, the rubber thing that seals the door, and then I removed this trim here. To remove it, I started from this end, so there are clips here, 1, 2, 3, and there's one there, 4, and then 2 fasteners here. All I did, I pulled it from one side, here, and here, just came off. And then from here and then just pulled it up, it came off. I didn't have to bother touching the door. Now I need to remove the door panel. So I think I'll start from here. Let's see if I can open this if I have access. Now this would be tricky. I'll have to, I guess, apply some force, and I might even break the door panel, but I have no option. Removing this is tricky when the door is locked, and even the independent shop is charging me some $300-400 to do that. So I decided to do it myself. Even if I break the door, maybe I can replace it cheaply, or let's say if I break it here or something, it's okay, I don't care. The car is old, not too old, but I like the car, and the door would still fit it. The door trim would still fit, and I can still use it. Alright, so that's how you remove the door panel when the door is locked. Now I had to really improvise a bit. I didn't have any special tool or anything, and give a thought about it. What I ultimately end up using, or what helped me, was this thing, a thick long screw like that. What I did, I put the screw in there, slide it down. Now see, this one has a very big head, thin and flat and big head. So with one hand I put it in the groove, pushed it down. On the other hand I held on to this handle and pulled it towards me, and combination of those two forces removed the first fastener here. And once the first one was removed, it was okay. As you can see, I did some damage here trying to, pry to open with other ways, which ultimately didn't help, but this one helped, and I could open it in like 2 minutes. So I have removed this. Don't forget to remove this one here. There will be some clips. Can you see that? Okay, what is that? Okay, clips like these that hold on to this one, so remove that. And now I need to remove the connector here, this connector here, then I can remove the panel off. Alright, so I disconnected this connector and I could remove the door panel. Now you need to remove this plastic cover. Now see the sticky stuff here, that is important because it tries to keep the moisture out, the water out, so that it doesn't go inside the door and possibly hurt the components there. So peel it off gently and then remove these fasteners. These are plastic ones, they're pretty easy to remove. So remove all that, maybe remove this connector as well. I think I need to, I'll keep it here for now, but remove this. And then I'm gonna check the actuator there. I'm gonna check if I receive signals here, and then diagnose the problem. Okay, see the actuator connector here, which came from here. So the pin on the top is 1, this is 2, the second one is 2. What you need to do is, or the third one, 1 and this 2. What you need to do is, if you apply a positive voltage to 1, no, not apply, if you test the voltage, if it is positive between 1 and 2, it will, I believe, lock the actuator, and if it's negative, it will unlock the actuator. So all you need to do is really test if you receive signal here. Alright, so I connected that and it's showing me, what is it, 0 right now. If I try to unlock it, so I get some signal, unlock it, get some signal, but the actuator is still not working. I mean, when it was connected. So I think the problem is with the actuator. There's one way to test it. What you can do is, you can apply, similarly you can apply the voltage on these two pins. Let me see. Yeah, you can apply the voltage on these two pins here. See the two that are shining right now, and see if the actuator moves. If it moves, then it would mean that the actuator is good. If it doesn't move, then it means actuator is bad and it need to change the actuator. Now I already tried it um, with the 12 volt supply that I could make. Check my other video to see that, or maybe I'll put it in this video. And now I have decided that my actuator is bad and I need to remove it. Now that's a tricky one because the door is locked. There's no way I can remove. I see one screw that holds on to the actuator, which is right here, but the other three are on the side of the door, which I can't access because I can't unlock. So if nothing else works, then I'll have to break the actuator with hammer, and that would hopefully let me open the door. Alright, so as you can see, I have finally succeeded in opening the door. See that? What I did is I literally broke it. I broke the actuator which was right here, and I broke it into pieces. So I used hammer and I used things like a big long nail. More than that, I actually used this one and broke it. I before doing that, I removed two screws, one here, one here. These I could remove, others I couldn't. Then I hammered my way in, and then I don't know if can you see, there's a see the metal piece there. I just pushed that in. That was the thing that was stuck. I pushed that in and then pulled uh, pulled our lever, which is this one, and then it opened the door. Now I'll change the actuator and hopefully that should fix all my problems. Alright, now this is what you need to do to remove the actuator. You need to remove these three screws here. I need either impact driver or I believe the long ratchet should do. And then remove this one here. Now inside you should have actually already removed, see that rod there, the one there, you should have already removed that. There's a trick to do that. You need to remove the plastic part first and then pull it out with something. You can check online videos for that, online videos, or read about it. And once you remove that, it should be pretty easy to remove the actuator. Also, you need to remove this particular bolt here that holds the inside rod. See that? And if you don't remove that, it would be hard to remove this rod. So let's try that. It should be pretty easy to do. Alright, there you have it, the actuator removed, and I managed to salvage this dust cover here so I can use it on my next actuator and actually use all of these. See the black stuff here, this some type of seal, this one here. I'll transfer it on the next actuator. Also this one, this will go obviously, and the dust cover I can use, and these I can obviously use. Just talking about that rod there, see this one here, once you remove it, it makes it easy to remove the actuator. Now all I have to do, or all you have to do, is put the actuator back in there and reassemble everything in the reverse order. Thanks for watching the video.